and welcome to Spoiler Alert, where I tell you how something was that isn't yet. This week we're taking a look at Pixar's new film, Inside Out, the movie that reassures me I'm not crazy. There really are little voices in my head, and I should listen to them. The head in question in this film belongs to a little girl named Riley, who gets steered around by the embodiment of her emotions at a control panel in her head, a la that one Eddie Murphy movie no one remembers. Joy is the head honcho in Riley's head, and it's up to her to make sure Riley is happy. Or else! She's bubbly and energetic, so I'm sure Amy Poehler really had to stretch those acting muscles playing this one. Sadness, on the other hand, doesn't really have enough to do in Riley's head right now. Something tells me that'll change though when she gets to high school and discovers her emo phase. Fear and disgust both work pretty similarly. They keep Riley away from things that might harm her in some way. The difference is that fear keeps her away from dirty things that might make her sick, and disgust keeps her away from dirty people who might taint her public image. Like the pores. And finally, anger, seen here imitating Hades, makes sure that Riley sticks up for herself and is played by Lewis Black in the most perfect example of casting I've ever seen. Seriously, getting Lewis Black to play anger is like getting Snoop Dogg to play relaxation, or Mel Gibson to play racism. All the emotions work together to keep Riley safe, except when they have vehement disagreement, which is where emotional turmoil and, let's be honest, mental disorders come from. A lot of those occur when sadness finally works up the energy to go all Brutus on Joyous Caesar. The main plot of the movie kicks off when Joy and Sadness get lost inside Riley's head, along with her most important memories, in a process that Freud would call repression, causing her personality to go through tremendous upheaval. For instance, all of a sudden she no longer likes hockey. Normally, to get that to happen, you have to leave Canada. With Joy and Sadness away, fear, anger, and disgust do what they can to keep Riley emotionally afloat. But really, they can't do that much on their own unless you're a Republican running for president. Thus, it's up to unlikely buddies Joy and Sadness to get back to Riley's control center and screw her head on straight. On the way, going through her subconscious, her long-term memory, and her imagination. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm missing something. What was it?
Imagination.
Oh right, a rainbow. In the meantime, Riley's parents are getting increasingly worried about her, and if Joy and Sadness aren't back soon, there will be a new boss inside her head. Zoloft. So that's it for this week's Spoiler Alert. Tune in next week as we dissect Terminator Genisys, and as always, leave me comments down below telling me what else you'd like reviewed in advance. Until next time, don't say I didn't warn you.